Hey, welcome back to KMMA. I'm Andy O.
And I'm Khalil Deal.
And we are about to bring you the Mac 10 version of the Fight Night, number 102, happening at the Apex on Saturday night. We're going to be bringing you our final thoughts and predictions, along with taking a look at the fighters right before they step into the cage. So here for the first fight, we have Rodolfo Vieira against Andre Petrosky. Real deal. Who do you got?
All right, man. So I'm sticking with my boy, man, Andrei Petrovsky with the blonde hair. Look at this guy with the blonde hair, even, man. Um, yeah, man. Both of these guys are pretty good shape, man. Petrovsky looking bigger, man. I like his arms there. You can see they're massive. Uh, he's got abs, very big. He's muscular. He's built. Rodolfo Vieira looks in good shape as well. They're very cut as well, very ripped as well. In great shape too. Both of these guys are looking really good, top shape. Um, we can see here that they are about the same height. Don't really see much of a height discrepancy here. Maybe Vieira, tiny bit taller. I don't know if it's the shoes or whatever. But these guys are pretty much both the same height and size and shit. But yeah, man, I like Andrei Petrovsky, man. I just think that he's a good dog in this one. I think that this is one of my dogs of the week. Like Andy O likes to throw out there some dogs of the week. I think this is one of my dogs of the week. I think this guy is going to come out here and wrestle his ass off. He just has to avoid the submissions from Vieira, who's really good at subs. Petrovsky's got to make sure that when he takes down Vieira, that he controls him enough that Vieira can't move to be able to throw up those arm bars or throw up those submissions from off of his back. Now, what he also has to avoid is getting taken down, because if Vieira takes down Petrovsky, then he's going to be in some serious trouble, because if Vieira gets on top, oh my God, it's almost game over, because his submission pedigree and his black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is top notch. Like,
And his transitions are so much better also. It's gonna be scary down there for Petrovsky if he goes there. So
yeah, we're talking high level submissions for Vieira, and I'm very scared. Like I said, I'm picking this pick with not the most utmost confidence. But if Vieira does take him down and get on top of him, Petrovsky's going to have to get his ass back up or really get the hell out of there, because if he doesn't, he's going to have to worry about arm triangles, worry about rear naked chokes and stuff like that, because he's got a plethora of submissions, Vieira. So I'm sticking with Andrei Petrovsky here. I think that the wrestling is going to be good enough. I like his boxing better than Vieira's. I like his punching better than Vieira's. I think it's very underrated, and we'll see it in the fight. You guys can comment below who you think has the better striking, if it's Vieira or Petrovsky. I like Petrovsky's striking better. I think he boxes better, throws straighter jabs. I think Vieira's punches are more loopy and wild and not accurate. Petrovsky gets those punches down the middle, down the center.
Petrovsky has his share of wild loopy shots too.
There's a few of them too, though. You're right. I'm going to go with Petrovsky by KO or decision in this one, though, man. I'm sticking with it.
Yeah, look, while I can see Petrovsky win majorly because I can't pick this guy right, I gotta go with Rodolfo Vieira here, man. I think Petrovsky's gonna want to keep it on the feet because he probably thinks like you do that he's a better striker. And he probably is. Overall, he probably is a better striker by a tad, but not by all that much. He is a better wrestler, no doubt. But Vieira is leaps and bounds better at BJJ than him. He can move. Like what I'd like to see in this fight is Vieira being able to take down Petrovsky down in the middle. But if he can't, man, like we've seen Vieira try to chain wrestle and try to drag the guy down. We've also seen Vieira start gassing out by doing that. But I think he's going to be able to do it. And also, there's still a question mark on Petrovsky's chin. Like he got knocked out by Jamie Malkoun's ass. Remember? He knocked him out with a good old fashioned butt bopper, right? So
that was the weirdest thing ever, honestly, man. That was a weird one.
So if Vieira, manages some sort of ass shot on Petrovsky, you never know. But I'm gonna call a submission for Vieira. I think he finds something somewhere down there. Vieira by sub.
Alrighty, so moving on up to the next fight here. We're in disagreement with that one. We got Ismail Bonfim against
Nazim.
yeah, against Nazim Sadikov here. So
I just can't fit all that shit in there, you know. So
I hear you, man. Yeah, I'm sticking with Ismail Bonfim here. Both of these guys are in good shape. Bonfim, I think he's a little bit in a little bit more ripped, I find, than Sadikov, who's also in good shape. Both of these guys are almost the same shape, man. Like very, very close to the same body type. So not much of a difference there. A little tiny bit of a height advantage there for Sadikov. He looks like the thing says there, about an inch or two taller. And yeah, so I just got to go with Bonfim. I think that like we talked about it already there, Bonfim's very, very good all-around fighter, man. Out of his 20 wins, we're looking at a guy who's very, very well-rounded. 9 knockouts, 4 submissions, 7 decisions. So he goes out there and he can do it all. Good striking, good leg kicks, good grappling as well, and he has subs as well. Jiu-jitsu's not bad. Sadikov is very good too. This is going to be another banger of a fight. It should be pretty close too, I think. But I got to go with Bonfim. I think the Bonfim brothers take it home in this one. And yeah, Ismail Bonfim by KO or decision for me.
yeah, so I'm gonna go with this Bonfim here. I think I guess his cerebral kind of patient, slower approach to the game is going to overcome the more crazy kind of style of Nazim Sadikov. If I'm not mistaken, I think Bonfim here has been subbed 4 times, eh?
Let's see.
So
Yeah, he has been sub 4 times. That's right.
somehow I
All of
don't.
his losses come by sub.
Yeah, somehow I don't see him getting caught with Nazim sub here, but I will call Bonfim to get the finish here by sub or decision. Because I feel
Okay.
that something may happen down there with where Bonfim may find the sub. I don't care that he has more knockouts there or has been subbed as well down there a few times. He can sub guys too. So decision or sub for me.
Yeah, I mean, his only loss, Sadikov, came by sub as well. So both of these guys are losing by submission. Both guys, like all their losses are by submission. So it's going to be interesting to see. I do like Bonfim's knockout power, though. He's got 9 knockouts, so I think he could knock out Sadikov. That's why I got the KO or decision. But you're right, he could maybe possibly get a submission as well. All right, so we're in agreement with this one. Let's move on up to the next fight here. Oh yeah, this is the one I like here. Edmund Shabazian against
Oh,
your boy,
oh
Dylan
yeah.
Budka.
Okay, so looking at the face-off here, this is the way the fight's gonna go. Edmund Shabazian was so afraid of Dylan Budka here that he was looking pretty much to the right side and kind of to the left side, couldn't get the eye contact going. Butka's like staring him down, and you can actually see a little later that Butka's trying to look the other way a little bit, look the other way a little bit. Can I make eye contact with this guy? No, 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 because Shabazian knows that what he's getting into in this fight, an ugly, hard, difficult, gritty, grimy fight that he wants no part of. I predict Dylan Budka is going to have more cardio in this fight that we've seen. And I'm going to predict Shabazian has just as bad cardio as we've seen before, as always. Also, really, I don't think Shabazian is an athletic guy. He has good striking, good power, but he's a sloppy mover. I think he has next to no athleticism. Like, he wouldn't be able to be in any other sport, I don't think, except for this one. So good for him. And a knockout is live. A knockout is live too for Budka because anything can happen to you when you get tired out. Shabazian's been knocked out 5 times. So I'm just going to leave it with Dylan Budka upset win here.
Okay, so first of all, he's only been knocked out 3 times.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
not
Okay.
5. The other loss was by sub, and the other one was by decision.
Okay, sorry about that. I really thought it was 5.
Completely think you're
I do tend to exaggerate for effect sometimes, but I really thought this one was 5.
Yeah, and I think you got it wrong with the stare down here. What I saw
No, man.
What I'm looking at here is a scared little puppy looking up at his predator, wondering, is he going to kill me? Oh my God! And I'm so scared. And he's looking at him like, oh no, oh my God. Shabazian is so much taller and bigger than him, man. It's absolutely incredible. Look how the height difference here.
Not gonna help him off his back, bro.
Now they said a 2 inch height difference for Shabazian. Absolutely wrong. I think it's more like a 4 inch height difference for Bazian here.
Don't matter.
Now Shabazian also, what I like about him is he's in great physical shape. He's looking good. He's pretty muscular and ripped himself. Budka is a bigger guy. I got to admit that Budka is a little bit bigger. He's thicker than Shabazian and a little bit more muscular, but not as ripped though, and not as obviously the height difference. I love it for Shabazian there. So what I think here is going to happen here is that your boy Budka is going to come in here and try to take down Shabazian. He's going to fail, and then he's going to put his tail between his legs and be a sad little puppy after Shabazian knocks him out and puts him away in this fight. I don't see Budka taking him down because of the height difference there. I like the fact that Shabazian is such a tall guy and looks bigger. And again, your boy Budka couldn't even beat Azamat Bikoev in the LFA. He won a split decision, barely won that fight.
You loved Bakoyev the last time you saw someone knock what's his name out in the first round. We just saw Bakoyev. He's not bad.
And also, okay, Cesar Almeida knocked him out. Okay,
Who did he knock out in like 10? He got a knockout in like 10 seconds against this tall, lanky guy last time, Bakoyev. Go ahead. I'll come back to it.
Budka's UFC debut, he gets knocked the fuck out. Okay, and then after that fights Andre Petrovsky, my boy, who I just talked about, and loses a unanimous decision, gets wrestle fucked the whole time, and couldn't even get any takedowns on Petrovsky. Okay, so this is why I like Shabazian. Plus, let's not forget Shabazian's been in the UFC much longer, man. He's got a great resume, fighting top-notch guys like Nasruddin Imavov, fighting guys like Anthony Hernandez, beating AJ Dobson. And beating that big ass fucking tall Dalche Luchambula by flying knee. So Shabazian's a bad man out there, man. I think he's going to put away Budka by knockout. I got him winning by knockout, actually.
Yeah.
Straight up knockout.
Yeah. Sorry, man, but this new little haircut's not going to save Shabazian's future career here. One more thing. Yeah, this fight is more obviously about prediction prowess and not the past because I'm gonna predict that Budka does have enough energy to keep up that pressure on Shabazian. And all in all, what he needs is just a little more gas than Shabazian if he can avoid those big shots. Just a little more. Once that happens, he finds himself on top, Shabazian's gonna give up. So we disagree.
Yeah, we disagree in this one. We'll see if your dog of the week comes through, or if my dog of the week comes through. Can't wait to watch this event. All right, let's move on to the next fight here. We got Calvin Kattar against Youssef Zalal. Check out Youssef Zalal, man. Bad man, Youssef Zalal from Morocco with the bandana there, looking like $1,000,000. He's super ripped, in great shape, man. He looks awesome. Calvin Kattar lost a lot of weight, lost a lot of size compared to how he used to look back in the day. Calvin Kattar up there in age now at 36 years old. Youssef Zalal at 28 years old. So we're looking at a 8-year difference in age here. And we saw it in the Faceoffs, man. Calvin Kattar coming out, not looking like he used to. Skinnier, not as muscular, not as big. Youssef Zalal coming in here looking more muscular, bigger, more ripped, stronger, looking better. And yeah, man, I just like Youssef Zalal to destroy this guy here, Kattar, man. And this guy's going to be soon out of the UFC. You're losing 4 out of your last 5 fights. Aljamain Sterling had his way with Calvin Kattar on the ground, and I think Aljamain Sterling's grappling is obviously amazing, but Youssef's grappling is good too. And then we got Arnold Allen that was able to knock his ass out. And then we got Josh Emmett that won that split decision. And then we got Max Holloway that just pieced him up all the whole fight, boxed the shit out of him. So I like Youssef Zalal winning this one. by submission or decision here, and he just looks better, man. Let's get this guy moving up in the division.
Yeah, there's just too much things I think going against Calvin Kattar here, like you mentioned, and Zalal, my favorite, bounce back story currently in the UFC after getting kicked out. Look, Calvin Kattar is very tough. He has guts, man. He won't quit. He'll fight for your money. I do think the odds are way too wide in this fight, but just I just don't see Qatar winning this fight, man. I see Zalal. I don't think he's as good of a grappler as Aljo, but he doesn't give up. And I think if he wants to, he's just gonna try to get this guy down as much as he can, and then eventually get him down. He's got to be careful of that boxing range with Qatar because he's crafty. But again, I still think he lost a little speed also with his punches for a guy that's never been the fastest in the first place. So yeah, give me a decision or a sub for Zalal also.
All right, we're in agreement with this one. Nice. So, by the way, guys, there was supposed to be a fight. I'll just mention it quickly. It was supposed to be Jared Gordon. First, he was supposed to fight Kyle Fernandez. That one got canceled. Then he was supposed to fight Ruzaboyev. Ruzaboyev got sick or something, so they canceled that one as well. So glad we didn't even have to talk about that fight. So let's move on up to the main event of the evening. We got Jared Cannonier against Gregory Rodriguez. Man,
All right. Here I'm gonna have to stick with Gregory Rodriguez here. I didn't. My problem with Rodriguez before was that he would never use his ground game at all. Just like one of those guys. Like as far as it would go was like his good clinch work, and then he kind of stopped short because the guy loves keeping it on his feet. But like later, more lately, I think he's shown that he will apply his grappling, and he's probably one of the better grapplers Cannonier has fought. Right? Cannonier, I think he's slipping a little bit. Cannonier's one of those guys that his decline is very, very gradual. I don't think this guy will ever fall off a cliff. Like he'll probably be able to fight 5 years from now. It's just going to be, bit by bit, bit by bit, bit by bit up until that point. Where Cannonier will be in 5 years are comparable to guys right now his age that will fall off the next fight. That will be the difference. So don't expect anything that really looks poor when it comes to Cannonier. But I think if G-Rod here, RoboCop, uses some grappling, he may even be live for a sub here. So give me sub or decision for Rodriguez.
all right, man. So yeah, I'm in agreement, man. Look at RoboCop, man. This guy looks absolutely amazing, man. This guy.
Yeah. The height is also, he's a little taller than I thought he would.
Dude, man, holy shit, man. When I watched the face-off, I was like, what the hell? Look at the size difference here. He's towering over Cannonier. Not to mention, man, these guys are both in phenomenal shape, man. Cannonier is ripped, he's built, he's muscular. Rodriguez, though, just look how much bigger he is, though. Look at his arm there, man. His arm is huge. He looks massive. He's fucking built, and he's muscular and strong. And man, it's going to be too much for Cannonier. Even in the face-off, I don't know if you guys saw it. If you whoever watched the face-off, Cannonier actually made the hand gesture of saying, "Oh my God, you're so much taller!" Like he was putting his hand like this to show, like, "Hey, you're so much taller than me." And so even Cannonier was looking at him like, "Holy shit, this guy's bigger than me!" Like so. It's going to be a good fight. I don't think this fight goes the distance. I don't think it goes all 5 rounds. I think Rodriguez gets him out of there in this one. I like Rodriguez to win by KO or submission. I think he finishes Cannonier. I think he's just too dangerous, too powerful, and too strong and too big. I mean, he's just going to be just bigger. He's going to bully him, I think, in the cage. So we're in agreement with this one. There you have it, folks. Our final prediction, thoughts, and face-offs for the main card.
Show some Budka love in the comments.
And yeah, like and subscribe, and definitely stay tuned for our official bets video coming up next. Peace out.